BlueBox Video 4.11, you'll notice that there was no BlueBox Video 4.10 uploaded. That's because it involves creating a sunburst chart, which is not a part of the greater project. You will also find that you don't have the requisite worksheet to go along with the sunburst uh, chart, and as such, one, you don't have the information. Two, it's not a part of the greater project. We skipped it, and you don't have to worry about Blue Box Video 4.10. So we're on Blue Box Video 4.11. One of the things that can happen when we create charts is we could get new information. So in particular, what happens when our December numbers come in? So I'll go ahead and type December. I'll put in the number 178. I will hit tab, and then I'll type in 1901.43. 1901.43 and hit enter. Now you'll notice Excel did recognize that the formatting that we had before was an accounting style with the two decimals, and it continued that style, so we don't have to update that per se. All right. But what if we want to change the type of chart that we have? I like the columns, but instead of the line, maybe I want to use a maybe I want to have a um, an area. I am going to, they say stacked area, but it really should just be area. We'll see if there's a difference. Okay, so what you're going to have to do in a Macintosh is a little different than what they show on Windows. You don't have the option that they have. I can change any one of the chart types associated with a series. So the series here is the line. So when I click on the line, you see all the dots. Then I can two-finger tap and choose the chart type that I want. The area chart is under line, and they chose the stacked, and I'm not 100% sure that that's really what they did. So we'll compare it to the well, they claim they did do stacked area. So we'll stick with what they did. Okay. So again, I just two-finger tap on the series, change chart type. The area chart is a two-dimensional area that's the same type of thing as we see with the line. And once we've done that, we go down to the two-dimensional area, and they said to select the stacked area. I think it's not going to matter whether we do stacked from a practical standpoint or just area, given we have two different series. The other thing you can see too at this point, and I'm doing this out of order, I apologize, is the December numbers didn't actually get in there. And when I've clicked on the chart, you can see why. It sticks with what we originally asked for. I need to pull down this data so that it represents December as well. Notice when I do that and the data that is selected now includes December, this is updating. All right, so now I have a combo chart where on the left-hand side, the columns represent the quantity and the numbers for the quantity are represented on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side axes, the how high up the orange comes up is related to the profits, and the values are related to with the numbers that you see on the right-hand side of the chart. The next thing they have you do is they have you change the style and a quick layout. And here's a very important thing about the styles and quick layout. Um, if it's the case that the you don't have the layout that's being asked for, more than likely you don't have the right chart type. So sometimes you might have a quick layout 9 if you're doing it correctly, but if you have the wrong chart type, there may not be a quick layout 9. So that's a signal that that is probably a mistake on your part. So in this case, they ask you to change to style 6. So if we hover across here, we just count out, and hopefully it's the 6th style, which it is. Click on the one with the black background. And then they say to do quick layout 9, but in the if you're using a Mac box, they say to do the layout 6. So let's go to quick layout and let's see if we can find 6. I feel like they say to do 6, but in the past I've had the students do 9. Um, so I am going to stick with 9. And if I'm wrong, to go back and choose quick layout 6. But I feel like in the past I've had the Mac users stick with the same quick layout 9. Again, whenever you're doing this, do make sure that you hover over your quick layout first, because again, sometimes these aren't numbered consecutively. So the ninth layout may not be layout 9. It is in this case. All right, I'll click away. And now we have the layout that they are asking for. So go ahead and save that. And that is BlueBox 11.